Welcome to Brothers from Hell Monday. And we got an
Yes.
excellent album review coming at you tonight.
Yeah, man, we
That's
do.
very much anticipating on doing this one because over the last couple years or so, this is definitely becoming one of my favorite
Oh,
modern
God,
day
yeah.
black and thrash metal bands.
Fuck yeah. I agree, man. So, guys, tonight we're doing Deathhammer, Electric Warfare. I got the tape right here. Ben's got the CD. That's
Yep.
the green tape there. And this was released in 2022 on Hells Headbangers Records. And tonight we got a black speed thrash metal masterpiece for you guys. Deathhammer's Electric Warfare. Ben, you want to give us the lineup?
All right, yes, so we got, oh boy, Sergeant Salstein on guitars. Hold on a minute here.
I can pull it up too if you want.
Oh, my bad. Bass, guitars, and vocals. So then we got Sadamancer on drums, guitars, vocals, and backing. That's kind of weird. That's what it says, though.
So just a two-piece band. Now, when they play live, I know they add another dude to fill in the drum or the bass duties, or I think it's the guitar duties. They add one more guy because I saw them live on YouTube, and they had like a different setup. Like they had three guys in the band, not just two. So
yes,
when they play live.
Yes, that's very true. Yeah, man. So this album, like Chris or like Damien said, came out on Hell's Headbanger. Really cool label if you want some really raw underground metal.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, despite what some people say about the owner, but we're not going to talk about that. Exactly. That's the way I look at it. So yeah, this came out in 2022 on, what is the date for this? February 25th of 2022.
Oh, so just over
February 25th, 2022. And this was their fifth studio album.
Yep.
So you get 8 tracks.
Yeah.
The tracks on this one are definitely a lot longer compared to their first 4 albums, which is cool. That's, there's nothing wrong with branching out and having longer songs at times.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just going to get right into it.
Those ones were a bit shorter. Those ones were a bit shorter, weren't they, those albums?
Yeah, on the past albums, they were definitely much shorter.
Yep. So, all right, we're gonna do things a bit different here tonight, guys. We're gonna pivot off of one another. So Ben's gonna do the first track, then I'm gonna review the first track, and then we're gonna go on and so forth. So it flows more like a conversation because we got some constructive feedback from Nick of Thralls of Metal, and he said that we should actually pivot off of each other because it would make for a much more engaging review. So that's what we're going to do. Ben, do you want me to start off or do you want to start off?
You can go ahead and start off. That's fine.
All right, man. Let's get to it. All right, this album opens up with Savage Aggressor. I mean, you got some really demonic sounding stuff here. You got like this crazy demonic low growl that comes in with the sampling, and then it just completely explodes. It actually catches you off guard. You got some killer fucking pounding skull bashing riffs coming in that just eviscerate. Then you got some insane shredding, aggressive, brutal black speed thrash metal madness here that's structured brilliantly. I really love the way that they structured this album because it's very primal sounding, and this really kind of takes me back to 1987. Reminds me of Sarcophago's Eye on Our Eye. This has that primal raw production and extremity with hardly any technical aspects, which really impressed me. What a killer way to start the record, Ben. How do you feel about this track?
I would agree. This is definitely a very strong way to start the album. You get that intro, which sounds a lot like the curse from Bestial Devastation to me. Yeah. That's the kind of vibe I get, the spoken demonic word part. But yeah, it just explodes into speed metal fury then, Kind of reminds me of, what's the band? I'm going to say like Obsessed by Cruelty, Obsessed by Cruelty, Sodom, or kind of like the band Whiplash with their song Power and Pain.
I can see that.
That's the kind of influence I get with the track. Yeah, it's fast, it's raw, it's in your face. Just a great way to begin the album, And
Definitely.
it seems like there's a bit of a progression too, a little bit, with
Yeah.
this track. I mean, that's kind of what I get,
Yeah, it's
you
very
know.
progressive too. Like, it's got like a build. It starts off, a little bit with this build, and then it just keeps exploding and getting faster and heavier. And I think it really great way to open up the record for sure.
I would definitely agree, man. So yeah, that an excellent track, a great way to begin the album. So yeah, I definitely enjoy it.
Right
All
on.
right, so what do you think of the next track there, Chris?
Oh
Crushing
man,
the Pearly Gate.
Crushing the Pearly Gates. Well, this is another thrashing, blistering speed metal attack of black hatred. I mean, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like Crushing the Pearly Gates. You get like this pounding thrash metal, speeded, blackened guitar riffs that are incredibly powerful. The drum work on here really impressed me, Ben, because it's like really fast, aggressive, and brutal. The vocals, incredible. His range, you know what I mean? Like his range between like the kind of like the thrashy rasping and then the high pitched speed metal vocals. I think that just really fits the style of the music here.
I would agree. I mean, I noticed with this track, yeah, there's definitely a lot of like time signatures in this track too. I noticed.
Yeah,
I definitely
definitely.
know there's definitely a pattern on this track. It kind of reminds me of like those early Metallica records in some aspects,
Hmm.
mixed with like schizophrenia era Sepultura. That's the
Yeah,
kind of vibe I get with this track, especially with the riffing. The solos definitely remind me of like old school Merciful Fate or like Ride the Lightning or era Metallica, excuse me there. So yeah, man, I think this is another excellent track and it shows a progression compared to, the four albums that preceded it, you know.
definitely,
So yeah, and
definitely.
this is a
And
lengthier track too. It's a little over 6 minutes long, which is
oh
kind of
yeah, it
long for
is, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, there's also some deep, powerful emotional rage that I feel that's being expressed on this track. And
yes.
it comes through the vocals perfectly and it matches the music because you have so much intensity on Crushing the Pearly Gates, and the vocals really match the intensity of the instrumentation. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, definitely, yes. I would agree, man. I mean, all in all, man, it's another solid track. I mean,
Yeah.
what more could be said? I mean, yeah, it sounds like it came out in 1985, 86, or 87,
Yeah.
which
I
is really cool. Even the
and
production has that classic sound.
yes, and you get that raw, like it fucking reminds me of early Sepultura and Sarcophago, is what this really
Yes,
reminds me of. Because you have like that evil, dark, ominous production that gives it such a standout feel from from a lot of new thrash that's out there. This doesn't sound modern at all.
I agree. Yep, it sounds like they're using analog recording too on this, so
Definitely.
which is really
Yeah.
really cool.
I mean, and I think that what really makes it stand out is their penance for not being overly technical.
Right, I would agree.
Okay. Because, yeah, you do have some good drum fills, you have some shredding guitar solos, but they don't fucking overdo it.
Yes, yes, they definitely give the instruments a break, if that's a good way to put it. You know,
Absolutely. Like,
instead
like
of
they're
one.
they're not
Yeah,
concerned with being really flashy. It's like just straight, primal, raw, fucking bashing your head into the fucking ground is what I get with this band.
exactly.
And their songwriting formula is very well crafted. The drums and the vocals just immaculate. Guitar work's immaculate on this track. Just absolutely amazing, Ben. I really fucking dig Crushing the Pearly Gates a lot.
I would definitely agree. So yes, another solid track for this album.
Yeah,
So moving on, we got track three, Enter the Morbid.
you can take
So
this one
what's
to
your
start.
thoughts on this one?
How do you feel about this track, Ben?
Well, this one, this is a good one. This one kind of reminds me of I'm trying to think. The riffs in this track kind of remind me of like Bathory's first album a little bit,
Yeah.
with the way the rhythm guitars are being played. Maybe even like Killing Is My Business era Megadeth. I kind of
I
hear with the
agree.
speedy riffs. Yeah,
Yes.
man, this one definitely has that fast, chaotic feel to it. Sounds very primitive. Sound, again, it just continues the theme of the album. Just having that old school classic sound. Yeah, it's fast, it's pumbling. And yeah, this track's a little shorter too. So it's kind of back to what it's kind of back to what Deathhammer done previously on their first four albums. With
Yeah.
raw, fast, primitive, shorter tracks. But
Yeah,
it's another killer track.
yeah, and you get like an insanely aggressive thrash metal, a primal black and speed metal vibe on this one too, and there's a lot of that raw energy and passion being expressed here. That incredible black old school white hot flame is burning very bright on this track, and it's a modern classic take on old school thrash, and the way the band really executes is such a primitive metal assault. It's relentless, Ben, and easily some of the best new wave of old school thrash has to offer. The guitar work immaculate, drums. I mean, this drummer, he's just fucking insane.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, this drummer is just absolutely insane. Like you said, like the stuff he's doing on drums is just absolutely incredible, in my
Yeah,
opinion. A lot of
definitely.
incredible guitar work too on this track,
Yeah,
and
and I mean,
that's pretty much.
when he,
Oh, good.
sorry, no, that's okay. And when he shreds, it's not like I said, he's not jerking off his guitar. He's they're actually intelligently articulated soloing.
Yes,
And it fits the fucking music. It comes in at the right times and it adds to the intensity
right.
and the speed. And they're
Yes,
very fast. It's a fast soloing. And it
yes,
matches the fucking drums and the vocal delivery. It just accentuates everything to the next level. And that's what I love about the primitive of this. And the production, Ben, is so goddamn raw. It's so fucking good.
yes. Which is the beauty of this album. But yeah, like you said about the solos, yeah, they're fast, but they're memorable. That's the
Yeah.
thing. They stand out. They're not just for the sake of
Yeah,
doing that. You know, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, they actually stand out. You
He's
know,
not fucking jerking off his guitar. It actually has intellect behind the riffing. It's placed properly. He's there's creative inspiration behind the fucking solos for sure.
right. I did
Definitely.
notice too, which I kind of forgot to mention on the last track. I did notice there's some guitar harmonies on here, which I didn't
Right.
really notice much of on the previous four albums. So that's
Inter-
kind of a new additive, I guess you would say, for this album, and it works
yeah,
really well.
it
You know,
does. It does. Yeah. I love the way it harmonizes with the rest of with the rhythm guitar. Like you got the lead guitar
yes,
and it harmonizes with the rhythm guitar. Yeah, and oh man, this
exactly.
band is so fucking good, Ben. Fucking insane.
Just an awesome band indeed. So
Yeah.
moving on, we have track four, which is the longest song on here
Yep.
so far. Return to Sodom, Soldiers of Darkness.
Oh man.
Wow, this song is really good, man.
Yeah.
Now, this one, when I was listening to it, right away, I thought of like early Iron Maiden, like
Mhm.
Killer's Iron Maiden. I thought of it, a little bit of Merciful Fate with the riffs. So yeah,
Yeah.
this one's definitely a bit more progressive and has more of that new wave of British heavy metal sound, but it's
It
still
does.
really thrashy and speedy too.
Yeah. I mean, you get like relentless thrash speed black metal. It's like pure savagery delivered with such precision and an unmatched old school spirit, like you were mentioning about kind of like that Iron Maiden influence, but it's faster. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And the band knew what they were going for from day one. They have no regard for technical, trendy garbages. They obviously know that metal is supposed to be primitive and raw. The band pulls no punches here, Ben, when taking this approach. There's some great soloing in here, but very primal for the most part as that black speed thrash works through the solo work, and it just shines so bright on here, man. It's fucking incredible.
exactly. Yeah, so far, I mean, all these tracks are really good, but this one really stands out to me.
Yeah,
And it's just due to that Iron Maiden new wave of British heavy metal influence that gives it a little bit of a different flair to the album. Why it
definitely.
stands out so much. Like in the beginning of it, when the vocals kick in, I hear like a Paul Diano type of influence too, which is kind
Oh
of
yeah,
cool. I really
Definitely.
like it. So yeah, this track is just absolutely incredible, and I'm kind of hoping they continue in this direction with like writing longer songs in a way because they do it really good.
They do. They do. Next up, next track is Rapid Violence. This is another brutal, aggressive black speed thrash metal assault. This one's a bit short. This one is a bit longer too. This one clocks in at just over 5 minutes. You got incredible power and heaviness. Sounds a lot like being completely blown away by machine gun fire. That's what I felt. Uh, the direction they took
Yes,
on this record as well is astounding, Ben, and they continue to deliver pure thrash, speed, black metal brilliance, very uncompromised approach to sounding modern. Nothing on the record sounds like it was from 2022 at all. And I
no,
hope they keep on doing stuff like this, as it gives me a lot of hope for the future of metal. The 80s sound and approach to the framework here works so well, Ben. How do you feel about this track?
it definitely does. I mean, this is just another solid track, like you said. It it feels like a nuclear war coming right at you. It's so
Yeah,
fucking aggressive and just fast. You know, it's like you're marching into that final battle. That's kind of the vibe I get, and it's just an excellent track. You know,
very dark.
it's definitely dark. It's got some dark sounding riffs, which
Definitely.
that's definitely all over the album for sure. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
this track that's like the notable thing too with this album. The riffs are so damn memorable.
Yeah.
Like, I
It's
mean,
it's unreal.
right,
Like to think that this came out in 2022. It's just like,
right,
really?
exactly. Because if somebody wouldn't have told me it's a 2022 release, I might have guessed it's a Lost Thrash album from 1985 or 86 or 87.
Exactly. Yeah,
You know,
that's exactly what I was thinking, because it's just so fucking savage.
right? Very savage.
I
Excellent
mean,
track, man.
there's no niceties here. You're not going to find any slow hooks, or I mean there are hooks, but not like melodic hooks. It's like savage aggressive fucking hooks, man. And
Exactly.
no regard for your fucking technical wankery bullshit. If you like super technical stuff, this isn't going to be for you, man. This is like them giving the giant middle finger to the big tech craze that so many bands utilize, and also the middle finger towards the modern production as well.
Exactly. Yep. And the thing is, too, they don't have to tune their guitars down to sound heavy. you know,
No, no, and I
I
actually
mean, they're
love. Sorry, Ben. I actually love the how it sounds like thrash, but you have that black metal tone in there as well. It's like simultaneous. You have like the black,
exactly.
and they created a tone that if when you put on Deathhammer, you'd know what the fuck you were listening to.
Yes. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. So moving on to track 6, Thirst for Ritual. Now this one is
Yep.
it's the shortest song on the album. Now this one definitely harkens back to the first 4 albums as far as just simple, fast, and in your face, And that's pretty
Yeah.
much what you get with this track. It's fast, it's ferocious, simple and to the point, and
Yeah.
sometimes that's just the way it has to be.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And I mean, you get like a lot of black speed metal insanity, right? Like it just never lets up. You got lots of speed, darkness, aggression. You got that
Yep.
heaviness that pounds you into a bloody battered mess of headbanging induced frenzy. Like my neck by the end of this album was so fucking sore.
I can imagine. Yes, I would agree.
Like I was headbanging like a lunatic, and the electricity on this album is immaculately crafted.
Exactly.
It feels alive, man. Like the energy is
Exactly.
savage. It's aggressive, and the dominance of these elites is unmatched. Brilliant track, Ben. Brilliant track.
Yes. Hence to why the album's called Electric Warfare, I guess,
Yeah,
because it don't let up, man.
I mean that album cover
See,
fucking says it all, man.
Oh my god, I love the old school look to this album cover too.
Yeah,
It's just
dude, I
excellent,
know.
man.
Fuck
So
yeah.
freaking awesome. But yeah,
Yep.
this is another solid track. I mean, the shortest
Absolutely.
track on the album, but it's still damn good.
Yep.
So moving on, if we're done with track 6, that is.
Sure. Yep. We're done with track 6.
Okay. All right, yeah. Moving on to track 7, Thrown to the Abyss.
Oh God.
Oh man, now this is a longer one too. Back to that more epic type of sound.
Very progressive.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wow, the rips in this track are absolutely incredible. I mean,
Definitely.
what excellent guitar work on this too.
Oh God.
And
Like it's just demonic thrash speed metal frenzied, madness into the abyss. You got darkness of all things hellbound. The instrumentation represents the sonic violence. You got tons of visceral guitar shredding insanity. Drumming pounds you like a fucking tank fire. That's what I hear. Like
yes,
I was like, holy shit.
that's exactly what it
It
sounds
feels
like.
like
I
you're
mean,
being obliterated when you listen to this track, man. Like, and the electricity. Like I said, this is pure fucking electric warfare.
yep, exactly. So yeah, on this track, you definitely hear that early creator, early destruction type of sound.
Yep.
I'd say definitely in that infernal overkill type of sound. It's just so freaking
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I definitely hear a lot of that influence in the riffs and the way the riffs are written. Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
man.
some fast, chaotic, just crazy riffs going on here. Excellent drumming, the vocals are absolutely sick. I love this fucking guy's screams, man. He's got
I
that loud,
know, man.
he's got that scream, kind of like Spear of Destruction with that high
Yes.
pitched scream.
It's like a high pitched operatic frenzied yell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, man.
I'd probably blow my damn voice out if I tried to do that. But
And the way he
yeah,
shifts between that raspy fucking style and then he can just bring that yelling, that operatic wailing out of nowhere. It comes in and you don't know it's coming. And it's like, holy fuck. You know?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that scream comes in, dude, it definitely sends chills up and down your spine too,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Because you're not expecting it.
Exactly. Yep. Just great
Very well
stuff.
crafted. Yes, very well crafted.
So, anyways, we have reached the end of the album with track 8 here, another long one
Yep.
with Violent Age of Bloodshed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck,
Again,
Ben.
more excellent. Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
I'll
this
let you.
track is awesome, dude. You got aggression, speed, heaviness, and brutality still going at this point of the album. I mean, you can tell these guys are for fucking real. There's nothing contrived here. It's got tons of energy, darkness, pure rage, venom-filled black speed thrash metal that takes no fucking prisoners. There's no regard for slowing things down on the album anywhere. Okay, so if you're expecting it to get into kind of like a Welcome Home Sanitarium vibe, or when Creator wrote some of those later albums that had more of a slower pace in parts, you're not going to get that here. It's nowhere to be found. Okay, it's just head banging aggression. That's what I want out of a goddamn thrash metal. No bullshit slowing down or super technical rankery. I want raw, primal, bestial aggression and dominance. That's what you get with this track. That's what you get with this album. It's done in fucking spades. How do you feel about this one, Ben?
Oh man, this is a damn good way to end this great. It's a damn good way to end an already excellent album.
Yeah.
Just another solid track, in my opinion. Yes, it's fast, it's furious, man. Continuing with that old raw, old school sound, and like you said, and I'm definitely the same way. This is what I want to hear when it comes to a metal album. I want that fast. I want that old school aggression and that angst-driven testosterone when I'm listening to a metal album.
Yes.
Not this modern, overproduced, clean bullshit that seems to be killing an awful lot of great metal.
Or some clown going every fucking 30 seconds because he thinks he's fucking Ying Nang Malmsteen.
Right.
It's like Phil Anselmo says, I don't give a flying fuck about sweeps. That's boring bullshit for guitar nerds.
I definitely agree, man.
I mean, no,
this is
no offense
guitar.
to anybody who likes Yin Yang Malmsteen, okay, but come on, guys. You need someone with soul, passion, and muscle, just like
Right.
these guys. You know.
I definitely agree. That's one way to put it.
Yeah,
But no, these guys execute guitar solos perfectly. I mean,
they do.
yeah, they're shreddy, but they're also, like I said earlier, they're definitely memorable. You remember them, you know? And the way they do their harmonies, too, is really cool, you
Very,
know?
very in sync. Yeah, very in sync
Right.
with each other. And like I said, the solos, they don't come out of nowhere. They're executed flawlessly, and they fit into the music at the right time as well.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. That's the whole point. And that's what makes a great song, you know?
Yeah.
But yes, this track is absolutely incredible. Every track on here is incredible. So
Not
now
a
it's our
not a
final
dud.
verdict. Oh, I'm sorry,
Yes.
man.
Oh, I was gonna say there's not a dud on it. There's no track I would skip. I listened to it back to front. I have blasted this album at least 20 fucking times since I got the tape. So it's played every day, man. Every
Oh
fucking
yeah,
day.
man.
And I gotta check out. I like Chained to Hell as well, but I gotta go back and check out their other albums too. So
Yeah, definitely plan on ordering the other three albums once I get the extra money. So
yeah.
definitely.
So what's your verdict
Anyways,
on this one?
yes, final verdict. Pretty easy for me. I don't think there's a dud on this album. I think this
No.
is well executed, old school sounding black and thrash speed metal.
Yep.
Easy. It gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
10 out of 10 for me
Excellent
too.
album.
Yep, 10 out of 10 for me too, man. Just essential. If you want to get into new black speed thrash and you're looking for something different that sounds fucking old school, you cannot go wrong with fucking Deathhammer. And it doesn't matter what album it is either, because they're all great, but to me, this is their best record so far.
I would agree. And I've listened to all five of their albums too. Yeah, right now, this one's definitely my favorite
Yeah,
out of the five. The other four are excellent too, but this one,
they
there's
are.
something about it, that makes it their best album up to this point. I
Definitely.
cannot wait to hear another Deathhammer album in the future.
Yes.
So yeah, that's our
Yeah.
review for Deathhammer's Electric Warfare.
Yeah. And guys, coming up next Monday, we're going to be back here again. We're doing a classic next
Yes.
week to honor another fallen legend that we lost just 2 years ago. Legendary member of ZZ Top, Dusty Hill.
Yes.
We're taking you back to 83 for ZZ Top's Eliminator.
That's right. Another album that turns 40 this year too. So,
And how influential that album was on my childhood is undeniable. And I said to Ben, you know what? I've never seen hardly anybody talk about this classic record, and we're going to do it up for you guys. So we're doing some ZZ Top next week, guys.
yes, so be on the lookout for that. Go subscribe to Music of Destruction. He's got some upcoming videos coming on his channel. You can subscribe to this channel. Also, subscribe to my main channel. I'll be back on there late next week, probably. So,
yeah,
definitely
Metal Ben's
subscribe
Chronicles.
to Metal Ben's Chronicles. Yes.
Yes, please, guys, because that's where we're going to be collabing after he gets his uploading privileges back.
Yes. Yep.
So
just gotta wait to get my channel back and try to avoid getting strikes.
just don't go on there and rant anymore, man. Just call me if you're pissed off.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Just reach out and call me, man, and just say, "Hey, I'm fucking mad about this, or whatever," or even do it on Facebook, because who gives a fuck,
Right.
If you feel like venting,
That's
just don't do it on your fucking YouTube channel, man.
That's very true, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we're going to be doing this every fucking Monday, you guys. So Brothers from Hell Mondays, an ongoing series. Also, Metal Ben coming up on MOD March 30th. Metal Ben is going to be interviewed on my channel live for his project Holocaust. He's got a lot to talk to you guys about. He's got 3 EPs out, and he's working on a new album, and I'm going to let him tell you about that and talk about that because I don't want to ruin any surprises. So Metal Ben will be interviewed on MOD on March 30th, so make sure you guys fucking tune in for that. And I'm looking forward to that, man.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be my first interview too, so I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Right on. Also, Metal Ben is working on a theme song for the intro to
Ooh,
Brothers
yeah.
from Hell Mondays. He talked about it last night with me on Facebook, and I said that is an excellent fucking idea. So we're gonna have a theme song written by Holocaust for Brothers from Hell Mondays. And Ben, that was a great idea. I really appreciate that.
Most definitely. So yes, that's gonna be in the works. Hopefully that theme song will be finished within the next, within a month at least, I'll
Right
say.
on, man. Right
So
on.
yes, man, be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for more content on both our channels.
Yes.
Definitely. Like, comment, and subscribe and all that fun shit, and keep it metal and keep on banging those heads.
Those
We are
heads.
out.
Hails.
All right.